Tell us one thing about Salim Suleiman that no one really knows.
They are two completely different people.
Okay, please describe Zakir Hussain Saab as a teacher in one word.
Oof, if only one word was enough. Like वो जो चक दे इंडिया में जो scene है 70 मिनट वाला, if you notice there's no music on that entire scene.
Yeah.
It's silence. It's just the performance that that is happening.
I hadn't noticed abhi tak, you know.
It's silent.
You did Before you told.
Okay. Name a recent film you think had the best music album.
Rapid rap.
Hi, this is Raj Pandit,
Hi, this is me, Sukriti Kakar.
and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Rapid Fire with Raj Pandit. Tabla or piano, your favorite musical instrument?
Tabla was first instrument, so always very special.
Okay, please describe Zakir Hussain Saab as a teacher in one word.
Oof, if only one word was enough, but I will try. Divine.
A music duo you feel gives the best background scores for movies.
It's just, I mean, Salim Suleiman, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly.
100%.
Even if you didn't say duo, I would still say Salim Suleiman.
I'm taking the names of three gentlemen who have passed away recently this year.
Yeah.
And what do they mean to you, Shiv Kumar Sharma ji?
Absolute legend of an artist. I think उनका जो contribution is unparalleled to not just classical music but just Indian music, and the way he took Indian music to a very global level and reached out to such a wide audience. और कितने सालों पहले उन्होंने ये काम किया, and I think he's just a veteran and a legend that it was a huge loss to our musical community.
You're rightly saying he is. Because I think these such sort of people,
Absolutely.
they'll always be around.
Yeah.
Okay, Bappi Lahiri ji.
Another legend, and fortunately I've had a personal connection with him, and I've as a child I used to go to his music and sitting room उस time पे होते थे when he used to make music with his musicians, and his son Bappa would produce music and record in his home studio, and I have witnessed the magic that he would create with his songs and his music, and he was also a tabla player himself. तो एक बार उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया अपने घर पे कि यार because we were neighbors, I would often go to their house and spend some time in the studio with them just to watch and observe and learn. And he said कि कभी तबला सुनाओ तुम्हारा मुझे. तो मैं एक दिन शाम को ले गया तबला, मैंने कहा अंकल आपको सुनाना है. He said yeah, सुनाओ. And I played something for him, and of course he blessed me and all of that. But then he just moved the tabla towards himself and he just felt like playing after years. और वो जो उनकी जो थाप थी तबले पे, उनका जो हाथ था, वो it was so मीठा, and it was so beautiful to see him just enjoying his music like a child. और इस stage पर आकर ऐसे at that age and stage of his life, he was so childlike and so honest about his music. Then I think that left a very big impression on me and huge impact on me growing up, that I still remember that memory so vividly. And I think his music was a game changer for our films.
KK.
I had thankfully an opportunity to work with him on a jingle once in this very studio, and he was such a lovely guy. His love for music, again, all these people that you're naming, they were who they were because they were so true and honest with their music. He was such a free-spirited person from what I know. And every time you met him, we recently met, we were supposed to go on a tour together. उसके announcement launch पर हम showfest के launch पर हम मिले थे. And he met me years later, and I introduced myself, sir, I'm Raj and so and so. And he was so loving and so kind and so generous with his, the way he was. And he said, yeah, of course, I know, I remember we worked on that jingle one time, and I was like, how do you even remember? You've recorded some, lakhs of jingles in your life. But that's what, really was unique about him. He was such a loving person, and his songs are just, his
Amazing.
voice was gold.
Name a Bollywood actor you feel your voice will suit the best on.
Varun Dhawan, I think.
Varun Dhawan? Okay.
Yeah.
Name at least 3 songs from your party playlist.
Definitely Haal Chaal on top, because I've actually been listening to it. मैं usually ऐसा होता है कि अब गाना रिलीज हो गया कि अगले गाने की सोचो. But ये सच में कुछ ऐसा बन गया कि I'm actually enjoying it, listening to it myself. And obviously that's the number 1 song. Second would be Govinda ji का किसी डिस्को में जाए. I am a huge Govinda fan. Sorry for the jump cut from Haal Chaal to किसी डिस्को में जाए. But I am a huge Govinda fan. So that is, if the minute you play a Govinda song, I am on the dance floor.
Of course.
So that is one song I will definitely have on my playlist. at some point of the night. And I think Avi Lut Gaya
Interesting.
for the finale, because I think that's such an up-tempo
It's a
track.
finale, yes.
It's the finale
So
of the
can we
party.
have two lines from Haal Chaal?
Of course. Let's do it together.
Yeah?
गुजर जाए अगर तू पास से ओ सोनिए, फिसल जाए मेरी तो सांस ही मन मोनिए.
संभाले जात सांसों को ओ मजनू मेरे यहाँ, कि मैंने मार ली अब रोज तेरे दिल दी केड़ियाँ.
दफा कर दे ये दूरी, फना कर दे मजबूरी, रह जा तू मेरे नाल नाल वे. हो दफा कर दे ये दूरी, फना कर दे मजबूरी, कर दे बहाल हाल चाल वे.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Thank you.
Your biggest inspiration from the Indian music industry?
I think Salim Sulaiman, undoubtedly, because I've spent so much time with them. I've been working with them for the past 11 years now. तो उनके साथ जो association है in the music world, I don't think किसी के साथ भी हो सकता है. I think that's...
What do you think is the most challenging part about designing background score for movies?
The most challenging thing actually from what I've learned is when not to do background music in a movie, because जो silences होते हैं music के, when you let the actors do their job, when you let the scene breathe, कहाँ music नहीं करना है is the most, I think, key thing for any
Very
background score
intelligent.
composer.
Yeah, that's a very...
Like for example, like वो जो चक दे इंडिया में जो scene है 70 मिनट वाला, if you notice there's no music on that entire scene.
Yeah.
It's silence. It's just the performance that that is happening.
अभी तक, you know,
It's silent.
before you told.
So all these key moments which are so impactful as it is, it's important to know that यहाँ पर music हमको नहीं करना चाहिए
क्या
क्योंकि
बात है।
performance disturb हो
क्या
जाएगा.
बात. So you also tell the director that, you know, here we should not be having music.
Yeah, that discussion of course happens. वो जो एक common ground find करना होता है. Also sometimes when you're doing music, because naturally you are inclined to अच्छा ये scene important है यहाँ music करते हैं. Then करते करते realize होता है कि नहीं यार यहाँ ज़रूरत ही नहीं है because scene is so important. And of course, if the director is understanding and they know what, you know, they are brave enough to let that scene be the way it is. Because even for them, I think, because they've written the film, they've shot it, they've edited it so many times, तो उनका भी थोड़ा perspective होता है कि यार ये थोड़ा खाली लग रहा है. But for a first-time viewer, sometimes it's like, it's so impactful as it is, let's not do any music here. और फिर वो, I think, while discussions and, you know, in the process, it comes together.
Yeah, I think only like a very secure, I think composer will do that.
Totally,
Because,
totally, yeah, of course.
जैसे होता है ना कि जैसे अगर आप डॉक्टर के पास जाएं और अगर वो दवा नहीं लेके तो लगता है डॉक्टर अच्छा नहीं है. लेकिन I think a secure doctor can tell you that you don't need a medicine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Okay. Name a recent film you think had the best music album.
Rapid.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I think the last album that really hit me very hard was Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. I know it's been a while and it's not probably that recent, but that album was just, every song on that album was a gem. From what I can remember now, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful album.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Tell us one thing about Salim Sulaiman that no one really knows.
They are two completely different people. ऐसा लगता है कि दो भाई हैं म्यूजिक साथ में करते हैं तो काफ़ी सिमिलर होंगे, but they are polar opposite, but that's the magic. Because when they come together to do something together, it's just that moment is so magical. It's like ये इतने दो अलग personalities हैं, which people often, you know, don't know that okay अच्छा ये तो they assume कि everything is great and they're all similar, but
Yeah, I would have
completely
assumed the
different
same
minds.
if I didn't know them.
Yeah, different personalities, like polar opposite. मतलब थोड़ा बहुत अलग भी नहीं, बहुत अलग. And I think that's how जब साथ में आके जब वो काम करते हैं, उसका मजा I think उसी में आता है.
Yeah, I think that's the way. When one speaks, the other one stays silent, and then when the other one starts talking, the other one.
Totally.
Yeah, that's वो बड़ा अच्छा fusion है उन लोगों का उसमें.
It's
That's what
incredible.
तालमेल.
Yeah.
I've done several interviews with them, so I've noticed
sure,
that they have this. Like no one tries to overshadow the other person.
Totally,
Which is very
totally.
interesting.
Hi, this is Raj Pandit,
Hi, this is me, Sukriti Kakar.
and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.